Hey guys, welcome back to the Game Replay. I'm Dave, the usher of the game. We're playing this Final Fantasy X HD Remaster for the Sony PlayStation 4.
Riku! Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Hey! Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
You know amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkanabes.
What team you say again?
I meant... forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy-like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon. All right, back to practice. I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Oryx, brother. What, you hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
So Titus has found a nice group of individuals, friendly people who are playing blitzball, and it was like, oh, well, you know what? Now things are getting a little back to normal. Yeah, I played for the Xanarkanabes. I'm a big shot. I'm going to just take this opportunity to roam about a little bit. You can go into the water, but not out too far because of invisible walls. Oh, I always like talking about invisible walls because they're just funny. Sometimes it's just silly when you run into one. Sometimes the people who make the games do it in a good way, you know? So it kind of, you know, but like this. It's like, oh, I can't swim. Sometimes it's silly, sometimes it looks appropriate. But anyway, we found a nice, friendly group of people in Blitzball. It's like, all right, things are looking up. Man, this is great. Yeah, there's a hidden chest over here. But then, what did that crazy chick say? What did Riku say? She said, don't talk about Xanarkin and all that stuff. You're gonna piss people off, man. What are you doing? And that's what he does right away. And Mr. Orange Cowlick Hair was like, what are you talking about, dude? And like, oh yeah, time travel. Well, I don't want to talk about that either. People will think I'm crazy. Yeah, Sin, foggy-like, and of course, what they did great, especially for first-time players of the game, people who are playing this game for the first time. Titus is confused, the game player is confused, and it works very well. Now, I think it works well, you know, as a game player after you play this game multiple times. That, well, it's just different. You play the game and you understand the game. You know what all these words mean. This Xanarkin and Sin and Yevon. You know, Riku mentioned this Yevon thing and all that stuff. And you understand, of course, because you know the game. But you enjoy it in another way, in a different way, right? It's enjoyable in a different way. And let's say I picked that up, I picked that other thing up, I got this, I got that, and I think I'm good here on the beach, yeah? Yeah? Oh no. Enter the Ya. So what else was I gonna say? I was gonna say other stuff. It comes into my head when I'm watching the cutscenes, and then when the cutscenes are over, I forget. Hey, I'll admit it. We're not the best blitzers in Spira. To do our best. That's our motto. Guess it's not enough, though. Here, take this, and do your best, ya? We're always top dogs for the first few minutes of the game, ya? Then we start to run out of breath. That's when they get us. But Captain Walker, man, he don't stop. No halftime breath for him, ya? He just keeps going. I really want to make Captain Walker proud at this year's tournament. Come practice with us once the toxin wears off, okay? Hope you get better soon, brother. I really want to make Captain Walker proud this year. So yeah, you know, some of them say, like I said, they say 2 things in dialogue, 3, sometimes you get the threesome. Oh. I can head the ball pretty good. Today's just a bad day, ya? This is really weird, ya? I could do 5 in a row yesterday. I'm nowhere near Captain Walker, but I can hold my own underwater, ya? It's just that I'm not so good with the ball. It true that the best players can even sleep underwater? Man, that's like superhuman, you know? I gotta stop closing my eyes when the ball comes down. You being a blitzball player is probably what saved you out there. Now, the best players, they can hold their breath like forever. I wish I could do that. We had an underwater race once, yeah? To see how long we could go. 2 laps and we were out. But Captain Walker went 5, no sweat. That toxin's nasty stuff, yeah? You should go rest up. What am I saying? Take this, it might help. So these guys seem like they're not the best players in the world. And also, you actually do get a little information about the silliness of blitzball players and them holding their breath underwater. You know, at least they threw something in, right? That's nice. Oh, that shot was spectacular, brother. Wish I could shoot like that. Captain Walker's waiting for you. You better get going, yeah? There's fiends on the road, yeah? Use this if you get into trouble. Okay, so I believe we're good. Oh, what else was I gonna say? I don't know. It's very nice here. When this game was being talked about, before it came out, people were saying how it was basically like a water world. Like, the world of this game is mostly water and there's not a lot of land. And I guess people... That was the article I read, and I guess that was because of the beginning of this game. And yeah, water does... It's blitzball. With the blitzball stuff, it plays a big factor, water does.
I felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask. It's true Xanarkin was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkand along with them. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the Xanarkand Daves, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
So yeah, once again, non-playable minor characters, they're supposed to look better, at least some of them. Not even these people right here, these Besaid Auroch players, but probably people in like towns and villages and cities and the monsters. And I mean, when the PS3 version of this game was released, it was beyond noticeable, the changes that were made, of course. But, I mean, yeah, right now it's like, oh, well, this looks like the new HD version, you know? Not the HD version. Can't really tell. But if you do notice something, if you can kind of tell, you know, hey man, leave me a comment, point it out. I would like to notice. Because the changes with this version, the PS4 version, are definitely going to be few, but they're there. And once again, I had to pick this soundtrack. I was so impressed with the changes they made.
Hey, it's this way.
What's this way?
Huh?
Nah.
What's the big idea?
So right now, you know, if you're like, once again, that first time player of this game, you're going through it, and you got people like Riku and Waka kind of helping you out, and you definitely can get that vibe of the game. There's going to be individuals we come in contact with in this game, especially early on, when Titus, you, the game player, don't really know what's going on, and they're going to be there to explain it. And once again, I'll say I think they did a good job. Because it seems natural, you know, it doesn't seem like, all right, here's the deal with this whole planet and sin and toxin and Yevon, and well, we're just gonna explain it like a big book, you know, like a big speech. It just comes off very naturally. And I'm thinking of a later scene with, we're kind of on a beach, actually kind of docks. We're on some docks, and there is a lady, and the lady is telling us some more information. And it's a pretty good scene, and once again, very natural feeling. People say I sound like Titus all the time. I take it as a compliment. Oh! Hey, we gotta talk about voice actors. James Arnold Taylor is voicing Titus right here. Hey, let's talk about voice acting and voice direction. I'm actually a voice actor enthusiast. Making my debut soon, I think, right? It is a real honor. And I owe it all to this game, and you people for watching me throughout the years. I'm actually going to be participating in a video game, an actual video game, voicing an actual character. And the video game is called Amaranthine Story. I'll be voicing a character named Matthias Gamble, who happens to be like one of the main characters of the game. I guess I'm talking about this now. And the creator of the game actually discovered me through my Final Fantasy X walkthrough, PS3 version. Maybe he's watching right now. Hello, how are you? In the video description below, I am going to leave you a couple links where you can find out a little more information about Amaranthine Story. The link to the main website, the link to the Facebook page, that's a big one. A lot of, because, you know, every piece of information instantly posted there, of course. You know how Facebook, social media works. Just basically, I'm going to give you a couple links to Amaranthine Story, and you guys can learn more about it. And yeah, I can't believe, I'm just blown away. It's actually a dream. Like I said, I'm a voice acting actor enthusiast, whatever. And, yeah, man, it's a dream come true to be able to voice act in a video game. Just blown away. Let's get into another battle here. I feel like I'm at the stage, because the game's in development, you know, it's being worked on. That's not my thing. I don't design games. It's not what I do, right? But I feel like I almost don't know what I'm getting into, you know, like, Like my wedding, you know? You know, you go to weddings. We've all been to weddings, right? But until you have your own wedding, it's like you don't know. You've been to them, but you don't realize what's gonna happen. How, like, it really is gonna be. How it's gonna go down. And then you're just blown away when it happens. So I feel like, I don't know how this is gonna go down. And then when it actually happens, when I really get to the process of me working on this game, you know, myself, and lending what I have to offer to it, I'll just be blown away. I'm very excited. That's the gist of it. So yeah, once again, the video description below with all my stuff. You can find their stuff. Seriously, it's right there. Go check it out. You know, follow, like, blah, 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 all that stuff. It's a great thing. It's really great. You know, I started doing walkthroughs in 2008, and because people watched me, it led to so much for me.
Let me go.
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
Hmm? A major blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on!
Sure thing.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Xanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years, and we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right. So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
Yeah, man, victory. This is one of the rare instances in this game where, you know, hey, I'm Titus and I'm walking around, and then I have a character, that's you, Waka, and you're following me. It's just kind of, interesting, actually. And we can actually go back up here. Because hey, I want to save. You know, hey, I might want to save. I'm going to come back here. Thank you very much. And we can actually go all the way back down to the beach, I believe. If we want. I wonder if we're stopped. Oh, it would have been cool if there was a... It would have been cool if someone stopped us or something happened, and then I would have went crazy and said, I've never seen that before. And that's why I play this game a million times. Something's written here. Can't read. But no, they will point out sin or airship, you know. They want us to understand those words. Airship, Final Fantasy, airship, ooh, exciting. But yeah, I got distracted with the Amaranthine Story. conversation, but I started talking about voice actors and voice direction. This game was criticized for its voice acting and its voice direction, and I've said this a million times, but I feel like in parts where the game gets a little odd, I believe that's the fault of the less than stellar voice direction and not the actors, because this game has a great lineup of voice actors, man. James Arnold Taylor voicing Titus, John DiMaggio, I can't remember, as Waka, who voices Waka. These are veteran voice actors, you know, and there are many, many, many more. It's crazy. So this game has such a great lineup of voice actors, but at times I feel like the voice direction lacks.
Ah, the one from the sea.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, it would be a shame if something happened now.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
Crews of what? Titus, I know you're confused, but Crusaders, typically they would be described as like warrior people. Crusaders, warriors. I mean, come on, like that should be apparent, but whatever. We're learning more about where we are. I don't know, are we in the past, the future? Who knows? But we're learning more and more about it. Thanks, Waka and Riku.
Besaid village.
They got any food there?
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first. Let's see. The Crusaders' Lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
I didn't know it in the first place, to tell the truth.
Man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you. Go ahead, you try. Hey, not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
Is there something that you can see through there, Titus? Or okay, so let's see. Do these people look better? I don't know. We gotta kind of get closer to them, I feel. Everyone seems to look the same, updated HD graphics and all, but I don't know. We have to have like close-up shots of these minor-ish type characters. So here is our kind of like our real first village. This is Besaid Village. And, oh man, I love walking around and talking to people. You guys know that. Fiends are around even during the day. Take care not to travel alone, yeah? You know, it's too dangerous. Sorry, but you can't pass. You're the guy from the sea, right? I heard about you from Sir Luzu. Odd clothes you got. What land you from? This your first time to Besaid? We don't get many strangers here. I remember every visitor we get. I can't tell. I don't know. Watch, read up while you watch, and inform me about any changes. Me favorites Lord O'Holland, ya? Spitting image of me old hubby. And sometimes they only say one piece of dialogue. Where did she go? Yeah, leave me alone. I think she went into the hut. You're the guy from the sea, right? Oh, yeah. Besaid's devotion to the teachings of Yevon is commendable. Still, there is much for a priestess such as I to teach them. Uh-huh. I heard the sin's toxin got to you. Took your memory, eh? I'd be happy to teach you anything you've forgotten, sonny. Alright, let's do this. What's sin? How could you forget sin? I can't say I don't envy you, though. There's many who would give anything to forget the pain sin has brought. Sin appeared 1,000 years ago, a raging demon, intent on reducing Spira to rubble. Everyone in Spira lives under sin's black shadow. But to forget sin, well, I'd consider yourself lucky, huh? What's toxin? The foul vapors that boil from sin's hide are evil indeed. One breath of it, and it'll taint the very core of your body. People who get too close to sin forget even the most important things. Just like you, eh? Something else you'd like to know, eh? Well, what's Yevon? How wretched you must be to have forgotten the teachings of Yevon. The teachings are the only salvation for those who suffer because of sin. I'm sure you followed the teachings before the toxin got to you, of course. Now go pray at the temple, and all will return in time. What's Zanarkand? Zanarkand was once a great city in the far north of this land. Now it lies in ruin, destroyed by sin 1,000 years ago. Such was its punishment for relying too much on Machina. Is something else you'd like to know, eh? No thanks, Gramps. I see. That's nice. Little information never hurt anybody. Who are you, mister? Where are you from? Seafaring is hard work. I gotta kick back sometimes. Get some R&R, yeah? Go away. Welcome. Alright, so at this point, basic stuff. Thank you, come again. So as you can see, this is our first village, and it's pretty primitive, pretty basic, and that's just cool. Man, in Final Fantasy IX, our first place was Alexandria, in the town of Alexandria, and it's one of the biggest places in the game. And it felt like that. You were like overwhelmed, you know? It's not that bad. It wasn't that crazy, but like, especially a first timer or if you haven't played the game in a while, like, wow, man, woof.
Go present yourself to the temple summoner before we eat, yeah?
But I'm hungry now. Oh man, that looks good. Hey, was it this stew pot in Waka's tent here that inspired me in my last playthrough to make this Waka Lulu stew? I don't know, I went to the grocery store, my Wegmans, and I bought like a bunch of stew items, and I don't know, something about looking at the background there, like look, you can see the steam rise, and you got that big old pot, and what's in there? I don't know what's in there. Is the potatoes? What kind of meat? What kind, fiend meat? Ooh, actually, that might be a little sick. Oh, we'll get to that later. But yeah, what's in there? What kind of meats? What kind of vegetables? Oh man, I'm getting hungry. I want a soup. I want a stew. And I went out and I got some stew, and I made it, and I posted a link to the picture process in my video in the last walkthrough. I'm gonna do that again. Not right now. I'm not doing stews. Not this time. Oh, oops. But yeah, I like to do that kind of thing. I just need the spur of the moment ideas. Need the spur of the moment ideas. Sin struck Besaid Village so many times, I lost count. After this house got hit, I guess the owner just let it be. Sin will just come back and destroy it again. Sometimes, I wonder why I bother. Alright, so if you don't mind me, I'm just gonna loot the dead people's ruined house. So did Sin just come here and just kind of like, you know, with his Sin hand, just kind of flick this one, you know, like with his index sin finger. He just flicked this one little hut.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sin. How are you? Oh, ho, ho, la, la, la. I'm just gonna flick this one little house with my sin finger. La, la, la. Goodbye.
That's all I want to do. I'm gonna leave everything else intact. The Besaid fabrics they make here are famous all over Spira. If I buy cheap and sell high, I'll be rolling in gil in no time. Well, aren't you just so awesome? Big shot here. Mainlanders love the fabrics we weave here in Besaid. I suppose you can't run a business on tradition alone, yeah? The village where I was born is no longer there, thanks to sin. And you know, that's interesting. What village was that? We go to every place in this game. I'm gonna tell you that now. We visit every location, every village, every whatever. We never hear mention of that place again. What village? What was it called? I'm fixing a hole where the rain gets in. Rent's free, but I've been working like a dog, just fixing the place. I don't recall this bit of dialogue, and what is he doing? That's actually, I don't recall that at all. Does something happen there? Does a chest appear there? Albed Primer number 2. I almost didn't see that. I thought that was in the back more. I thought that was like back here. Save sphere is back here, of course. I had a run-in with Sin's toxin before too, you know. I'm a lot better now, but things were pretty bad for a while. I couldn't remember who I was or where I came from. Scary, huh? Man, I nearly cried, and that's the truth. I got better, but only after praying at the temple a lot. So as a new time game player, what are we thinking right now? Is Titus's reality real? Did we really? I mean, we were right there with Sin, right? I thought he ate us. How close can we be? And there's cats here. This is gross. Like, this is an inn? This is an inn. People sleep here. Get these cats out of here. So yeah, what is reality? What is the real reality? Is Titus actually messed up from this toxin after all? This whole Xanarkin time travel stuff could be nonsense. I traveled Spira looking for a land where nobody had heard of Sin. I gave up looking. I think it's for the best. Maybe our Crusader friends can help us out. You want to check out this machine real quick? So, it shows you tutorials, basic controls of the game, you know, just in case you need it. Good stuff. Crusader's Lodge is open to guests. Take a rest? Maybe later. So, hey guys.
Hey, you! You were attacked by Sin, right? Recently, was it?
I think so.
So, Sin can't be far, right? You're not hiding anything, are you?
Why would I?
If Sin's nearby, it'll attack the island for sure. But it hasn't. I wonder why.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
You're kidding, right?
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him who we are.
Yes, sir! The Crusaders are sworn to battle Sin. We have chapters throughout Spira, accepting all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Mihen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as the Crimson Blades. Later, our ranks grew and we called ourselves the Crusaders. We've been fighting Sin ever since.
What? You've been fighting 800 years and you still haven't beat it?
Well, we've steered Sin away from towns many times. And that's all we can do. Nobody's ever been able to defeat it. Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
So, then whose job is it to defeat Sin?
Is Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
It does seem rather bad. We could just tell you, but I think it better for you to try and remember. Go pray at the temple. Perhaps Yevon will help you regain your memory.
but soon we may be able to finally defeat sin. We've got a plan, one that'll go down in Crusader history.
We've been excommunicated from Yevon. We must go, now. Everything is riding on our last battle.
Well, good luck with that. I don't know, hey, I'm rooting for you. Hey, why not, right? Oh, is Sin gonna attack the island for sure? No, I don't think so. He already did what he needed to do here. He came over, he flicked the one hut with his pinky, his Sin pinky finger, or his index, his pointer, I don't know, one of his Sin fingers. And he was like,
Okay, I'm done here. Goodbye.
and he left. Okay, well, that wraps it up. Oh, man, you know what I love about Final Fantasy games? I'm always a fan of, like, not to slam this game or any other Final Fantasy game, but I always love, like, the first half or, like, the first chunk or whatever, where the characters come together and the characters don't know each other usually so well, or at least the majority of them don't know each other so well, or they don't know what's going on, or who's the evil force, or what's going to happen, and everything's kind of, it's coming together, and for the first time they're traveling to places they've never been, and it's such an it's that adventure feeling, and that's what we're getting with this game right here, Final Fantasy X. This whole world to explore, man, and we're gonna explore it, but not right now, because I'm calling it a wrap right here. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Of course, some of those comments, tell me what you think. Like always, guys, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. The links are in the video description, as well as the Amaranthine Story project. Go check that out, please. Give the creator, David Daniels, the support. It's going to be a good game, man, and just like I was talking about, that whole fantasy exploration, big adventure thing, I think that game is going to offer just that. So, I'm Dave the Usher for the Game Replay. Stay tuned for the next part of Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. I'll see you guys next time. I am out.